Finally, my very first online shop is about to open. Hello, my name is Annalie and I'm a painter based in the south of France. It's always exciting, but also a bit scary to take the plunge and set up an online shop. Personally, I would have loved to have a whole team to help me out, but sadly, I have to work with what I've got. That is, me. So, if you're in the same boat, here are 6 things I wish I'd heard to help me prepare as best I could for this adventure. First, it takes time and money. You can't set up an online shop overnight, unless, once again, you have a team of 100 people working with you, but we can all agree that if you're watching this video, that's not the case. You'll have to accept that you'll need to spend a lot, and I mean a lot, of time in front of your computer, maybe even merge with it. Setting up a shop involves spending days, weeks, or even months building a website, doing research, and promoting it. During this time, you'll have to put your artist's or creative hat to one side, and the sooner you prepare for this, the better you'll get through this period. Beyond the time-consuming aspect, be prepared to dig deep into your pockets too. Believe me, from start to finish, you won't stop spending money. This could be, for example, to pay for your website hosting, to have the items you're going to sell printed or produced, packaging for shipping your products, and so on. So it's best to have a side job or a good nest egg to launch your shop. My tip number 1, set an overall budget for launching your shop and keep track of your expenses. This will help you both stick to your budget and adjust it according to different types of expenses. The truth is, I didn't set a budget at the start, but I clearly should have, as I realized I certainly spent too much at times when I should have prioritized other things. 2. Make a reverse schedule. Let's be honest, that term is a bit terrifying, but if you think it's only for big companies, that's not true. If you want your shop launch to go as well as possible, you'll need to plan ahead. Set the date you want to open your shop. From there, list all the associated tasks and subtasks you need to complete to get there. For example, your main task could be create my online shop, subtasks, find a platform, a template, write the texts. Or it could also be create my products, subtasks, come up with ideas for paintings, create 5 paintings, photograph my paintings for my shop, and so on. It's important to go through this step as it gives you a clear overview of what you need to do and it allows you to organize yourself accordingly. You'll realize how much time is needed before your shop opens. It can range from a few weeks to several months. My tip number 2, create a document or take a simple sheet of paper on which you'll write down everything you need to do as well as deadlines. I personally use Google Sheets. That way I can access it at any time and keep track of my progress. 3. Don't neglect your website. To me, it's really important to have your own online shop and not depend on a website like Etsy, for example. You're not only creating a shop, but a whole brand. Yes, I said it. This means you choose your colors and your texts to be recognizable. You can tell your story to connect with your clients, choose your payment methods, set your own prices, and so on. This brings so much value and a completely different customer experience. It is up to you though, and if you think Etsy or else, is the right place for you, go for it. If you are ready, on the contrary, to create your own online shop, but have never built a website before, platforms like Wix or Squarespace can be a good place to start. They are simple and effective, but you'll need to bear in mind that you'll have to pay a subscription fee. In my case, my website was built entirely using the Divi Builder. My partner handled most of the technical aspects, while I focused on the design and customization of the website. This was a huge advantage, as I was able to create my site exactly as I wanted. But if I had to do everything myself, I think I would have opted for a platform offering ready-made websites. My tip number 3, photos of your products are as important as your shop itself. Take the time to take good pictures so that your customer can fully appreciate your creations. If you can't showcase your products in a well-designed space, you can either download ready-made mock-ups or choose to display your creations on a flat color background. 4. Choose your products wisely. Take some time to think about what you want to sell. Do you want to sell only original pieces, or do you also want to offer prints? And what is your budget for it? Also, think about packaging. The more items you offer in different sizes, the more you'll need to buy different types of packaging. This will be expensive, and if you don't have a large storage space, it will quickly become cluttered. That's why I recommend limiting the number of items you sell when you are just launching your shop. The more variety you offer, the higher the cost will be, and you then run the risk of losing a lot of money if you sell few or no products. Though that's clearly not what I want for you. My tip number 4, it's always good to have a range of prices from very affordable to more pricey. This way you allow your customers to treat themselves within their budget. 5. Package efficiently, not aesthetically. Choosing the right packaging is almost as important as your products themselves. After all, without packaging, you can't send anything out. So you need to take the time to find the packaging that suits you best, and don't forget to compare prices. Personally, I really wanted to order a whole load of customized packaging so that my products would be beautifully wrapped. But the reality is that when you're launching your online shop, you can't afford to spend that much money on aesthetics. Once again, unless you have substantial savings or a job that pays very well, this shouldn't be your priority. My tip number 5, focus on simple but robust packaging and materials to protect your products properly. There will always be time to upgrade once you've started selling regularly. 6. Don't forget to communicate. Once the practical phase is complete, it's time to move on to the final step: promoting your online shop. That's right, promoting the launch of your shop is essential to ensuring you make sales. If nobody knows about it, there's a strong chance your launch will fail, and that would be a real shame given all the money and effort you've put in. When you're preparing your river schedule, don't forget to set aside time to create your marketing content. It can take just as long as setting up your online shop. Think about where you want to promote your shop and how. I've chosen to focus on YouTube, Instagram, and my newsletter, but you're free to choose whichever channel suits you best. In any case, to save time, try to batch your content creation over several days. My tip number 6, plan to promote your shop at least 1 month before the launch. If you do it too early, people might forget, but if you do it too late, people won't have time to see the information. Then, as the deadline approaches, step up the pace of your posts. here is everything I wanted to share with you. I hope you find this video useful. As for me, the opening of my shop is now just a few weeks away, as it officially happens on Sunday, the 7th of June. By the way, you can also subscribe to my monthly newsletter if you want to have access to my online shop 24 hours before it goes public. I really hope my artworks will find their new homes. I can already picture them on walls other than my own, and it's very exciting. Anyway, now that the biggest part of the work is done, I can get back to my favorite activity, painting. On that note, take care and see you soon!